We are talking about NMU Theater's next production. It's called Ctrl+Alt+Delete. Joining us in the studio, we have Jimmy Ludwig to tell us all about it. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, so interesting name. What is this all about?
It's easy. 2 words: funny money.
Oh.
So the show is about the power of belief to create wealth, which, if you look back over history, every bubble we've ever been in, and P.S. we're in one right now, is about people believing in something that may or may not exist that then makes a lot of money. And it's a very, very fun script, a very funny script, very crackling dialogue, kind of like an Aaron Sorkin West Wing kind of thing. And we're doing some really cool stuff. There's some spoilers, so I don't want to give anything away, but it's a really cool, really interesting, thought-provoking play about the stock market. In particular, the stock market in the 1990s, right at the end of the 90s, during the dot-com bubble. Do you remember anything about that? Remember?
I was pretty young, but...
So yes. There was a Super Bowl that year, in 99, I think it was 99, that was called the dot-com Super Bowl, because every single commercial was a dot-com company that within 5 years of that Super Bowl was out of business.
Wow.
Or was bankrupt.
Interesting.
Yeah, so, and I have friends who are in the business world who kind of lived through that sequence, and one of my friends, Eric, was in a company where he was coming into work every morning going, "I'm gonna be rich!" And then the stock price did this, and all of a sudden the company disappeared, and all of that money that he had on paper, goose egg, like nothing left. So it's that sort of, and there are a couple, like I said, really interesting, fun spoilers. Come see it. It's really, really thought-provoking, interesting, especially in a time of AI when billions of dollars are being made in this sort of foggy, I mean, does anybody really know what AI is?
Right.
Do we know? No, we don't. We just know it's supposed to be important, and it's making us a lot of money. But maybe somebody's going to come along and go, maybe there's nothing here, and then that money just goes away.
Wow, yeah, it sounds very interesting. It sounds like a show I've never heard before. Is this something that is kind of completely new and different to the theater department?
We do, we do sometimes several plays a year. This play is sort of, I have a history with it. I was in the East Coast premiere of this play when I lived in New York, and it got great reviews, and it was looking like we were going to go to Broadway with it, and one of our investors, irony of ironies, pulled out of the production because he lost his money. So we never made it in, but it is a fantastic play. So it was written in 2002, and the author actually, ironically, strangely enough, it was a commission that he was given by the Wharton Center in Lansing. Wow. So the play has interesting sort of Michigan roots, and then went out east, and now it's being produced sort of all over the place.
Yeah, so, for sure, very cool. And student-wise, how many performers are there in this production? Is it a lot? Is it a small group?
It's a fairly small play. We have 6 on-stage cast, and then we have a set of understudies, off-stage understudies and swings, because we know how important it is in any, to always have backups, right? And in a situation where you're doing a play or doing a musical, people get sick, people get injured, and the show must go on, right? So we have a really great tradition at Northern of having people who are sort of in the wings ready and waiting to show their stuff. And it's a really great culture that we've sort of built at Northern that we're really proud of. Yeah,
and for you personally, like you said, you've been a part of this play before, so being the director of it, bringing it to Northern, what does that mean for you?
It's so cool to be able to have those connections in the industry. We actually reached out to the playwright, Anthony, who, he's done film, television, plays. He's in London right now working on something, and I emailed him thinking, God, Anthony, could you just, send us a message or something? And he went, well, let's set up a Zoom call. And here we are Zooming with him in our rehearsal time, which is, between 6 and 7. It's nearly midnight his time, and he's like, yeah, fine, So the cast gets a chance to talk to the actual playwright who's off doing other cool things, and that's really wonderful for them. So those connections, we do a lot of that at Northern. It's really sort of great to be as connected to the industry as we are.
Right, yes, yeah, great opportunity. And for people who want to come see the show, what are the dates? Where is visit, how can they get tickets?
We open Thursday. We are at the Panowski Black Box Theater, which is in the McClintock building right next to the Forrest Roberts Theater. It's our smaller black box space, not that many seats, only about 100 seats per show. These shows tend to sell very quickly.
Yes, excellent. And for sure, we'll have all those details on our website too, myupnow.com. Jimmy, thank you so much for being here this morning.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and stay with us. We'll be right back with more My UP Mornings after the break.